This game just makes me laugh. Why? Because the Leafs, coming into this game, everything's been really tight with the Montreal Canadiens over the past years. Before our last win against Montreal, obviously in overtime, Austin Matthews gets that winner. And before that, the Leafs had a long streak of not being able to beat Montreal. Now, you come into this game, having only played Montreal once. Now, we play them a second time today, both times in Montreal, and the Leafs come out. They have a rough start. I got to admit, they came out a little sluggish. However, they crush the Montreal Canadiens 6-0. And what have fans got to say? Well, Kadri's a dirty player. And Byron beat Zaitsev in the fight. It's 6-0 the score. Doesn't matter. Let's break this baby down, because, is this entertaining or what? This kind of brought back a little rivalry here. But let's break this bad boy down. Nothing happens in the first. Absolutely nothing. 0-0 game through the first half of the game, really. And you look at about just under 8 minutes to go in the second period. Tyler Bozak gets down near the red line, but where the goalie is, stops up. Ron Hainsey comes in, and he snaps it home. Ron Hainsey. His first goal as a Leaf. His first goal in 40-something odd games. And it puts the Leafs on top. He now has 10 points on the year. Tyler Bozak, Dominic Moore grab assists. And it's a 1-0 Leafs lead. Now, what we have seen over the year, and even in last year we saw it as well, the Leafs were a team that could score in bunches. They get one, don't sit back right away, because they'll fire at you again. And Nazem Kadri coming down on the short angle. Now, with Lindgren in net, it's his glove side, usually a goalie's blocker side, but like Jonas Hiller and goalies like that, his glove is on his right hand. And Kadri just comes down the short side and just roofs it. Unbelievable shot by Nazem Kadri. And about 30 seconds later, about 35 seconds later, that goal goes in. Ron Hainsey scores 12:07 into the period. 12:44 into the period. Kadri snipes his 10th of the year. Marleau and Freddie Anderson grabs an assist on this goal. All right, now we go into the third period. Leafs got a 2-0 lead. Still not convinced yet. Don't worry, 25 seconds in, off the face-off, Nikita Zaitsev snaps the puck on net. Rebound, Connor Brown roofs it. His 8th goal of the season, 3-0 Leafs. And the big part of that goal is Zach Hyman winning the face-off back to Zaitsev. Just unbelievable job there by Hyman of winning the draw. Zaitsev getting the puck through and Connor Brown being right there for the rebound. Leafs up 3-0. And we move up 7 minutes after that. A beautiful, beautiful centering pass by Tyler Bozak. It was a little in front of JVR, but it hits the defenseman's skate, kind of moves up right to JVR's tape of his stick. He's like, thank you very much. Snipes that in. Glove side on Lindgren. It is 4-0 Leafs. And I'm just laughing at this point. I'm like, what is going on here? I understand this team knows how to score. But we just won 1-0 against the Devils. They got 4-0 against the Habs. And the Leafs don't stop there. What happens more than 40 seconds later? A beautiful, beautiful centering pass by Mitch Marner. Not through the legs of Jordy Ben, but kind of to the left of him as he's trying to slide across to block the pass. Austin Matthews, welcome back to the lineup, young man. And he bangs home his 11th of the year. Mitch Marner and Matt Martin grab assists on that goal. Leafs up 5-0. Holy smokes. And 7 minutes later, Austin Matthews down the center of the ice. Defenseman goes flying by him. He kind of steps back, waits, and, remember that goal in the first game against Montreal and Carey Price, where Carey Price looked absolutely out of position. It looked awkward as hell. Excuse the language. But Austin Matthews did about the same thing to Antti Niemi. Oh, yeah, Montreal, enjoy him. Austin Matthews rips his second goal of the night, misses 4 games, comes in, snipes 2 goals. Why not? The kid's a legend. 12th goal of the year, Mitch Marner grabs an assist on that. Leafs up 6-0. That's all she wrote. And, I understand we scored 6 goals, and that's fantastic. But Frederik Andersen, back-to-back shutouts. What an unbelievable job. 33 saves in this one for the shutout. Unbelievable job by him. Unbelievable game by the Leafs. And you know what? As much as I'm happy with the 6-0 win and the shutout, the 2 points is what really, really matters. Now let's talk about all the shenanigans that happened. Leafs, I don't know what the score was at this point, but Pacioretty decides to hit Nazem Kadri from behind into the boards. Nazem Kadri doesn't like that, so I don't know if he went head hunting or if, it was a fairly high hit on Shea Weber. Hits him. What does Jordy Ben and Shea Weber decide to do? We're both going to drop the gloves and start feeding Kadri. Wait, what's that? We got an extra minor? What is this bogus? Are you guys blind? Look, Kadri, I understand that might have been, I'm not sure about the hit. But you both dropped the gloves and started punching him. What do you expect? Really? And then later in the game, Nikita Zaitsev and Paul Byron start going at it. Paul Byron, yes, he got the best of Nikita Zaitsev, but Zaitsev dropped the gloves. The Montreal-Toronto rivalry is back. At least we saw it in this game. Why? We saw a 6-0 Leafs whomping and a couple fights from guys you wouldn't really expect to see. You guys remember that game when the Leafs made the playoffs in that Boston fiasco? That season, I think the Leafs were winning. It was about the same thing. And that's when Colton Orr and Fraser McLaren were on the team. And it was hilarious. The Leafs were up 5-0, and then they start dropping the gloves with everybody, and it was just a mess. But the Leafs got the win, so that's really all that mattered. And really, as much as I'm loving the 6-0 win over Montreal in Montreal, and even if they get all angry and stuff and start fighting people, we get the 2 points. They get goose eggs. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. That's all that matters in the long run. But this was nice to see. Austin get back in the lineup. Snipe a couple Genos. Beautiful. Just gorgeous, all right? So next up, all right? Now, I don't want this to be a trap game. The Leafs, after winning this game against Montreal, are now 14-7 on the season. They've won 6 straight games. I don't want this game to be a trap. The Leafs, Monday night at the Air Canada Centre, play the Arizona Coyotes. Now, people are going to look at the record and say, they're 4-15, easy win for the boys. They just beat Montreal and Ottawa. All right? They're an NHL team. You can't take them lightly. You got to take them like you did Montreal in this game. Take it to them hard. They don't have the goaltending. They don't have that. This team can score, as we saw today and as we've seen all season long, really. This team can score goals. Let's light the lamp against the Coyotes. Don't even give them a window of opportunity. The moment you sit back and say, we're just playing the Coyotes, let's dipsy-doodle a little bit, the moment they're going to light you up and then you can't get back in the game. From the get-go, the Leafs got to come out firing. All right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video, and boy, if you guys enjoyed this game, hit that like button. I do appreciate that if you do, guys. Holy smokes. Comment down below. Give me everything about this game. If I missed anything specific, let me know. But, I think I pretty much covered the big parts of the game. Let me know what you guys thought about this game. What do you think of the Leafs play as of late? And what do you think of Freddie Andersen as of late? And we'll talk to you guys. It'll be tomorrow night. Won't be directly after the Raptor game. Raptors Wizards. That is a 3:30 tip-off. Raptors look to keep rolling. They look to keep playing well. They've won 3 in a row. after that really good win against the Nets. They look to keep riding that in against the Washington Wizards. And then Monday, Leafs edition, as they're still at home, or they're back at home, taking on the Arizona Coyotes. Again, I don't want this to be a trap game where the Leafs sit back and they get crushed. They got to come out hard from the get-go and get the win, all right? So we'll talk to you guys then, hoping that the Leafs can continue this roll that they're on. They've won 6 in a row. Let's make it 7 Monday. Arizona Coyotes, Toronto Maple Leafs, 7 p.m. puck drop. We'll talk to you guys then.